I'm Tanya Aneja, and this is Market Today, where we'll get you all the latest updates, latest market updates, the stocks that are buzzing in at this point in time, and much more. And well, this is going to be the last session before the budget 2023. So all eyes are now on the budget 2023, and in the past 20 budgets, if you see, including both the interim and full year budget in election years, the Sensex has given a thumbs down on 11 occasions, while it advanced 9 other times with the highest gain of 5% in 2011. So if you see the markets ahead of the budget 2023, markets actually continue to struggle at this point in time. So 233 points gone on Sensex on your screens, 59,258 levels is what we are at, and Nifty also down to the tune of 70 points. So 17,580 is the level that we are seeing right now. Markets actually started in the green but failed to hold the gains, and if you see the top gainers and top losers as well. So there are a couple of stocks that are doing well in today's trading session, including BPCL on the back of strong numbers. So we saw good set of numbers coming in for BPCL. We have Adani Enterprises again in the green today. So Adani Groups are also Adani Group stocks are also in the focus, and we'll come to that in a while. But among some other losers, you can see UPL as well, up to the tune of 2% today. ONGC, Power Grid, these are some of the stocks that are among the top gainers. And on the flip side, we have Tech Mahindra down to the tune of 3%. We have Apollo Hospitals as well, Britannia, Cipla, these are also among the top losers on your screens. We have HCL Tech as well. So IT stocks were doing well in yesterday's trading session, but today they have also failed to hold the gains. And apart from that, if you look at some sectoral moves as well, we have Nifty Auto that is doing well today. Remember, we have auto sales number that are coming in tomorrow, so keep an eye on that. And apart from that, Nifty Metal Index is also up to the tune of 1%. PSU Bank index also. So banks are also in focus on the back of Adani news flow that is there. So we will keep an eye on that as well. And on the flip side, we have Nifty Financial Service Index that is not doing great. FMCG IT Index is also down to the tune of 1%. And we have Realty Index also that is down to the tune of 1% as well. But of course, shares of Adani Group continue to be in focus, and now the stocks came under pressure after a report by Hindenburg Research. And according to that report, 7 listed Adani firms have an 85% downside potential, and this is because of sky-high valuations. And Adani Group also issued a detailed response saying it complies with all local laws and had made necessary regulatory disclosures. Adani even claimed that Hindenburg's findings are a calculated attack on India. So shares of Adani Group are in focus on the back of this report. And if you see the performance at this point in time, so Adani Enterprises, the stock is up to the tune of 2% now. The stock ended in the green yesterday as well, and it's holding on to the gains today as well. We have Adani Ports as well. Okay, the stock is doing the stock is trading actually on a flattish note today. 593 is the level that we are seeing on Adani Ports. Then Adani Power down 5%, actually at lower circuit today. And then a couple of stocks, Adani stocks that are in focus, including Adani Transmission down to the tune of 4%, Adani Green also down 8%, and Adani Total Gas as well at lower circuit. Adani Wilmar also today at lower circuit. If you see some other stocks like ACC is trading flat as we speak, and some other stocks that are in focus, including Ambuja Cements. Ambuja Cements also trading in the green, trading at 393 level as we speak. So we'll keep an eye out on all these Adani shares, and of course we have budget 2023, and we have Fed's decision as well that is coming in, that will come tomorrow later in the evening. So these are the events, and it's going to be an important day for us. So we'll get you all the latest updates. But where are the markets headed? Where are the Adani stocks headed going forward? And what should investors really do? To discuss this and much more, let's welcome our guest on the show today. We have with us Mr. Kranti Batini from Wealth Mill Securities. Thank you so much, Kranti, for taking the time out and joining us here on Business Today Television.
Thank you, Tanya.
So before coming to Adani Group stocks, I would like to understand from you first that where are the markets headed, especially this is the last session before the budget 2023. So it's going to be a very important session, and the markets actually opened in the green, but the markets are struggling at this point in time. So what are your expectations, and what is your market outlook?
Tanya, see, FIs have been continuous sellers. In the month of Jan itself, FIs have sold for a tune of 36,000 crores till date.
Right.
So it can be because of the technical reasons. FIs have been exiting India, and they are going into different markets like China because of various technical reasons. One thing is clearly evident: FIs have been the clear sellers, and they are exiting from India. That created extra pressure on the market, and also we have the sudden surprise from Heidenberg, which created some kind of panic in the market. So the mood in the market is slumber right now, and as and when Nifty comes down below 18,000 levels, and 17,500 is the level where many of the retail tend to stay away from the market. It's a normal phenomena that happens in the market, but uh, DIs have been quite active in the market. DIs uh, have been taking the steps to buy in all these dips in the market. That's what the scenario. And ahead of the budget, what's happening is over a period of time, budget has been losing its prominence. Of course, for financial markets and the stock markets, budget is the key event day, and it's a big day for everyone, each and everyone, you and me, who are in the stock markets. But after the introduction of GST, as a lot of all the indirect taxes have been moved to the GST Council, budget has become slightly losing its prominence. And coming to the budget is concerned, we have our expectation from the budget, but slowly it's losing its prominence. Uh, there are some expectations from the budget with respect to the tax reforms are concerned, and also how the budgetary expenditure with respect to defense and also on infra. These are the expectations. So if we see with respect to the capital market, capex is concerned, today also on a down day, stocks like HAL, Mazgan Docket, and Garden Reach, all the stocks which are in defense, they are active, and they are in a positive territory today also. So one need to have a sectorial move, and one need to have to pick up the stocks which are uh, in the limelight right now, and one need to have a stock specific strategy right now in their portfolio.
Absolutely. Also, I would like to understand from you about Adani Group stocks as well. So, if you see, some of the stocks actually are staging recovery, but many of the Adani Group stocks continue to bleed. So, what is the future for Adani Group stocks, and do you think is there more pain ahead for all these Adani Group shares?
It is premature to say, okay, the pain is over or the pain is going to continue. Right
Okay.
now, the entire focus is currently on Adani Enterprises right now. They need to sail through the FPO, what they proposed, the 20,000 crores FPO. That is the action currently ahead of the FPO right now. But those investors who have entered in Adani Group shares and sitting on profits, as the stocks have been tumbling and we don't know where the bottom, we don't know where the support levels for the stocks, uh, investors, they can book profits in these group companies if they are sitting on the profits. But the people who are just waiting, because Tanya, one need to think, okay, these stocks, all the stocks are high beta stocks, and these stocks have been outperforming the market. Each and every share, the Adani Group in the in the group, all the shares, starting from Adani Wilmar, there is 1 year back it got listed, Adani Power, all these stocks have been the multipliers from the bottom. So everybody thinking about from the top, they came down, everybody looking. But one need to also think from where they started and where they went. Okay, that's also very important thing one need to analyze. Okay, before commenting on any stock. So there have been multipliers over a period of time. So these kind of allegations uh, are uh, uh, are allegations surfaces on these kind of stocks. So there will be obviously a panic selling, and the selling is there is no respite for this selling. That's the reason the stocks have been coming down on a daily basis. There, most of the stocks are hitting their lower circuits. So it's the right time to enter. I don't say immediately one cannot take a decision to jump and buy these stocks. One need to see where these carnage will stop. Okay, and once the stocks get stabilizes at some point of time, and the buying interest resumes in these kind of stocks, only high risk appetite uh, investors and traders can look into these stocks. These are not the stocks for every retail because of the given the kind of nature of the stock, behavior of the stocks. There are some quality, there are some good companies also because of the infrastructure model and also the business models they operate like Adani Enterprises. One need to just uh, wait. There is no hurry to pick up the stocks immediately.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Talking about Adani Enterprises stock only, and for the benefit of our viewers, let me tell the recent scenario that is there. So, Adani Enterprises FPO has actually managed to garner bids for 1.39 million shares against its offer size of 45.5 million shares. And Abu Dhabi's International Holding Company said that it will invest $400 million in Adani Enterprises' ongoing FPO. And this is the latest development that is coming in. So, do you think, Mr. Batini, that the FPO will sail through?
See, while coming to the FPO, even even a institutional holder, they can garner up the remaining quantity also. And also the news that's right now surfacing is there are some kind of family offices across UAE. They may invest another $1 billion in uh, FPO. We need to wait and watch how the things are going to pan out because yesterday also IHC, which is the Abu Dhabi based entity, they have shown interest and they have uh, declared that they are investing $400 million in Adani Enterprises. So that announcement came during the end of the day in the evening. So we need to wait and watch how the institutional interest will come with respect to FPO is concerned. So probably with these kind of institutional interest that is coming through Adani Enterprises is concerned, the issue can sail through. That's what it can be a retail portion or a institutional portion. But the ultimate aim of the company is to gather 20,000 crores through this FPO. So we can expect the issue should sail through because of the heightened activity that's coming from the HNI segment and institutional segment is concerned.
Okay, absolutely. So let's wait and watch how the things pan out. And also, are there any Adani Group stocks that are on your list and have reasonable valuations? I mean, especially after the amount of correction that we have seen so far.
Still, Tanya, we cannot come into a picture to give a clear buy signal for these stocks.
Okay.
Exactly not, if you ask me. One need to just be on their toes how these carnage will stop because we don't see absolutely no buying interest. The stocks are getting opened at 10% down. So
Yeah.
nobody want to try and catch a falling knife. Okay, so that is the reason. Okay, uh, one should avoid these stocks at this moment and just be watchful about these stocks because they might throw a trading opportunity after a week later or 10 days later, but it's completely premature to say. Uh, exactly 1.5 year back, these kind of news again surfaced on Adani Enterprises, and from there they rallied. But this time might be different. So one need to be cautious because these are the high beta stocks. Valuations look stretched in terms of the conventional wisdom is concerned. So one can stay away from these stocks at this point of time.
Okay, absolutely. And also now coming to banking space. So if you look at the performance of the banking shares, they have also corrected significantly amid this whole Adani crisis. So do you think that the valuations are now more attractive, especially if you talk about PSU banks, private banks? Do you think now is the right time to step in if you talk about banking space?
Definitely, Tanya, as you rightly said, because of the knee-jerk reaction that created due to Adani saga, and there are some banks that got corrected, like just to name one, like State Bank of India. Okay, any further dip comes in these kind of names. Okay, definitely one can accumulate in their portfolio purely on a longer term basis. Banks in India are at a sweet spot, and they are going to rally once the market consolidation get over. Banking will be in the forefront to lead the markets in the coming days.
Okay, absolutely, Mr. Batini. And any other themes that you think can outperform going ahead, and especially after the budget? Any themes that is on your radar, or any sectors that are on your list?
Uh, as we are just ahead of the budget today, we need to see how the s- economic survey that comes. Okay, that's the one thing we need to keenly watchful. And also ahead of the budget, one need to keep the stocks which are into capital market, infrastructure, and also the defense space. Okay, these are the themes I'm keenly watching. The investors can keep on their radar right now ahead of the budget, Tanya.
Okay, absolutely. Okay, on that wonderful note, thank you so much, Mr. Batini, for taking the time out and joining us here on Business Today Television.
Thank you, Tanya.
Okay, so let's get back to the markets now. If you see the levels at this point in time, Sensex is down now to the tune of 300 points. Okay, 358 points now gone on Sensex. We are trading at 59,141 odd levels, and 96 points gone on Nifty as well. 17,550 is the level as we speak. So we will keep an eye out on all the latest updates surrounding Adani Group, and as well as we will keep an eye out on Fed's decision as well, that will come tomorrow later in the evening. And we have other stocks, we have earnings as well. We have auto sales numbers that will come tomorrow, and we'll get you all the latest updates, and you don't have to go anywhere, and you have to just stay tuned to Business Today Television. So with that, let's wrap up this edition, and many thanks for tuning in for now.
India strives to attain global leadership in renewable energy. How big is the opportunity? Are we ready to accelerate? Join us for Sterling and Wilson and Business Today present Scripting a Renewable Future, to be held in New Delhi, February 10th, where